Good morning. Today we're going to do something a little different. I went down and visited my mom, and she has a beautiful garden. It's mainly California natives in the front yard under oaks, and then she has a lot of kind of interesting quasi-tropical plants in the back. A giant monstera, just giant monstera, and some ginger and some other things that are more tropical feeling, again under oaks. And she lives a couple hours south of us, and she's in a different zone, USDA zone. She's in 9B, I believe. Even though it gets colder here than it does there, they always complain when they come to visit us that it's colder here, and we're in 10A. But we are Central California, and they're considered Southern California. Both of us are coastal, but we're just a little bit cooler up here. So it's fun for me to see her yard because that's where I grew up, and she has so much knowledge about plants. She is where I go to ask questions about my garden. She's inspired me to garden. She's just amazing. She's a docent at a couple of different botanic gardens, and she doesn't want to be on camera at all. So she isn't on camera, so I apologize for the audio if it's not great. It was kind of spur of the moment to have her walk me around and show me the new things she's done in her yard. And they had a big tree fall, which created an area that had more sun rather than an area that was shade. Most of her garden is in shade. There's only a small amount in the sun. So that was something that I hadn't seen, that part of her garden, what she'd done with it yet. And so it was just fun for me, and I hope you enjoy seeing a different garden, not my garden. My garden doesn't look that different than it did last week. Same things are blooming, though there are starting to be more dahlias. So I think next week will be more interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna go get to showing you that and check in with you at the end, and that'll be great. Bye. Oh.
Okay, so
Elephant ears.
elephant ears
Flora, no.
keep spreading by rhizomes.
Okay.
So we keep digging them up and moving them to shady areas. And we could bring you some.
Okay, because there was a tree here that came down
Right.
that they
and,
used to be under. So
a
all the
huge
New
oak
Zealand
tree.
flax is new.
The New Zealand flax is new, and the low-growing manzanita is new. And these geranium madurants are volunteers, and we dig them up and put them somewhere else because we don't want them here.
I see a poor man's rhododendron right there too.
Oh, right. The poor man's rhododendron keep coming up everywhere, so we transplant them to the appropriate places.
Cool.
And again, these too sunny here for it. We'll move these, and I don't want them shading the manzanita, which likes hot sun. The happiest I've seen it in years. I've loved all the rain this winter.
That is beautiful. I wish I could do a red banana.
It's sensitive to frost.
Is that a Stephanotis on the fence?
No, that's a Hoya.
Hoya.
Hoya. And also called wax flower.
Wax flower.
And we're hoping it will cover the fence. So we don't really like looking at the fence.
Yeah. But I love so you have, I remember the ginger being here.
The gingers, right? And
You're
most
impatient.
of these strap-like plants are Clivia, which is
Clivia.
a riot of orange in the winter.
Most of them are Clivia. There's
Right.
one Agapanthus? No. What is that?
Agapanthus are two, scattered in.
Okay. And I do see that these poor man's rhododendron are coming up everywhere.
They come up everywhere. So once they flower and form a fruit, and then the fruit, if you touch it, will
Pop. Yeah, I've shown a video of that.
Here are the fruits of the Clivia. And I have had success planting these about halfway up in in soil.
Mm-hmm.
And they eventually, after about a year and a half, we had a little tiny strap-like plant.
Is
I'll
that
try
what
that
you
with
gave me?
these. Yeah, it's what I gave you.
Oh, wow.
Little 1-inch plants.
Yeah, they're great.
Right.
They're still doing it.
Okay. So
What kind of ginger is this in here?
this is Kahili ginger. It has yellow and white flowers.
I love the Kahili.
Very fragrant. This is all Kahili.
Cool. And then a darker blue agapanthus here.
Yeah, that's the one that's called Storm Cloud.
Storm cloud agapanthus. And then you have the biggest monstera.
This is one plant.
One plant.
And it goes from here. And you can see all the stems on the ground. It goes all the way over to here.
Ah, wow.
I don't know how many, 5 or 6 upright stems.
Yeah, and then here's a flower. Here's one of the monstera flowers.
Oops.
I can see it.
This had a flower yesterday. It's gone today. Maybe our gardener took it off. These are some inflorescences that have not opened yet. Really
Inflorescence.
solid. Yeah. Because the whole thing, this plant group is called aroids, and the flower form is a spathe, which is a bract.
Right,
comes
there's
over.
one open over here.
Okay. And then the spadix has female and male flowers. And the male flowers with the pollen are near the top, and the female flowers are near the bottom. And they're pollinated by insects that crawl back and forth.
Ooh.
So
Cool.
these are going to open, and here you see probably some male flowers there. Starting. This corner has volunteer Catalina cherry, which is 30 feet tall.
30 feet tall. The kids used to climb that.
They did, yes. This is another kind of ginger, shell ginger,
Oh,
I
I
think.
love shell ginger. Do you think I can do it where I am?
It's probably frost sensitive.
I remember up in Kauai, the up, it got into the 30s and 40s where they had some
Okay,
shell
you
ginger.
can try it.
Yeah, I want to try shell ginger.
This
and
is
then
more of the poor man's rhododendron.
the pink flower there.
Yes.
And then this is a peewee. No, maybe not peewee. It's just a oak leaf hydrangea.
Yeah, it's an oak leaf hydrangea.
I love how they are beautiful.
They turn red in the fall. You see
The
those
leaves
older
or the
leaves.
flowers?
The leaves.
Here's another one. They're quite large flower bracts. Look at that.
Yes, the bracts. Right. And then we have some
More clavia.
with more clivia.
And that's
Clavia
a
That's a calla lily.
calla lily.
That's in the same family, the aroids. See
Okay.
the spadix and spathe.
Mm-hmm. Down in there, you can see there it gets a little more flowery on the bottom.
And back behind we have some volunteer Catalina cherries. We have 4 of them. There's
No,
about
those look
6 inches
like
tall.
these.
Those are coffee berries.
Yeah, they look like coffee berries. To
Oh,
me.
that's a coffee berry.
I
But
see
to the right of
volunteer.
that is
Nope, coffee berry.
another coffee berry.
Yep, they're coffee berries back there.
That's a coffee berry too.
Yeah.
We had some Oh, I dug up the volunteer Catalina cherries and I gave them to you. That's what I
Okay.
did.
So this is a coffee berry
Mm-hmm.
and
Native
more elephant. No, this is more the calla lily.
Calla lily.
Coffee berry. Okay. Ah, I recognize this one.
Jerry keeps wanting to do something about the garden. But it's
The lawn?
hopeless. Yeah, the
Yeah.
so-called lawn. This is blood leaf.
Blood leaf.
It is it here?
What's this one?
That is a variegated agapanthus.
Oh, cool. But this looks different.
I think it's the same thing.
Huh.
Maybe not.
This one has more of a pointy leaf.
Yeah,
I think
this
I
is a
just got
rounded
some of this. This is like a flax something or other, and that one has a rounded end on the leaf.
Sarah put in a lot of variegated plants for our shady garden.
That's cool. I see some hosta, maybe?
Not hosta. This is heuchera.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Coral
Heuchera.
bells.
Duh.
It doesn't really do very well here. It's a native plant that does well a lot of places, but the bunnies eat it for one.
Ah, the bunnies. Yep, those darn bunnies. And there's a Japanese maple. And a
Japanese
really great
maple.
bird feeder.
Sword fern that just takes over.
Uh-huh. You brought me some of that. That's
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
I have an area for it.
Just to keep away gophers, we haven't noticed that it has is effective. Our hellebore
Some water is
population has been shrinking.
Bummer.
More sword ferns, which spread everywhere.
It's okay. I have a lot of space for them. This must be the strawberry that we have also.
These were two. Can you get the door?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I'll get it. Yeah, this is our native strawberry. And this
Is it the
was
Montana d'Oro strawberry?
Two,
Or a different one for here?
no, it's just another Chilean variety. Chiloe? Chiloe?
And what's this one?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
That's unusual.
This is
Lavender.
of course lavender. And Leonotis.
Leonotis. And then but it's gigantic now.
It must be a couple of red buds. It's a cluster.
Oh, it is a cluster.
And we
There used to only be one.
Tomatoes coming up from our mulch.
Tomatoes from the mulch. Like we get tomatoes from our mulch too. How funny.
You can walk the plank here.
Oh my. Okay.
And when they took down the tree, they brought these planks on the wheelbarrow.
And they left them.
They left them.
And these flax are just
New Zealand.
gorgeous. The New Zealand flax. They're gigantic.
There's a lot of screening from the street,
Mm-hmm.
and the flowers are the hummingbirds and bees love them, but also when you get orioles.
Orioles.
And this is a sentinel manzanita.
It's
Growing here several
beautiful.
years, and here are all the buds ready for the first rain.
For the first rain.
After the first
then-
rain, they'll bloom.
That's amazing. This is by kind of pupping the way that
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I remember this being one tiny little plant, and now it's a mass.
Ideally, we'd have Jerry separate these out and give you some, and could use it as hedging.
They're huge, but yeah. And this is looking nice. I remember we couldn't get anything to grow right here.
Right. The succulents seem to be doing it. This area is not on any irrigation.
This is a kalanchoe? Kalanchoe or kalanchoe? How do you say it?
Kalanchoe?
Kalanchoe.
Yeah.
And you gave me some of these.
Right. That is aeonium. It's an aeonium. Blushing Beauty, maybe. That's aeonium Swartcup.
There's ash on things because of the fire.
Right. And those are two olive trees in the planter.
Cool.
And to the left is the kumquat.
Yeah. And this is a
Cycad.
cycad.
Cypress.
And they grow one leaf a year.
Well, you can see now, if you look toward the center, they're coming out with a flush of leaves. It's
Oh,
not one leaf
one
a year.
flush.
One
Okay,
flush a
one
year.
Cool.
It's called cardboard palm, and it's Zamia furfurosa. Macrozamia furfurosa. One of the zamias.
Okay, and then if we go down the
This cardboard palm.
cardboard palm, go down the.
And these are panda plants.
They're cool. I like them. Okay. Oh, look at the volunteer oak there.
Western fence lizard.
Western fence lizard. And there is a path that goes that way, but I don't think I'm gonna walk it. I don't know.
Now that has a
Rock
cliff
rose.
Rock rose.
I have one of those. And this
And
is
next to it is Salvia hot lips.
this is hot lips.
No, on
Oh, the other
far
way.
side.
Okay, this is Loropetalum,
It's Loropetalum.
Protea. Let's go see if we can find the hot lips.
Red and white.
You gave me one of these, I think. This reed.
Yeah, this is Juncus.
Juncus.
It's a Juncus, and this one is elk blue.
Elk blue juncus. This is, ooh, there's a bee on it. This is the rock rose, pink.
Pink rock rose. I'm not sure I planted it here, but it's doing well, so it gets to stay.
This is a cool path. We used to call it the jungle path or something for the kids. This is the hot lips. It's only got one white flower on it right now, though. No red on the end. Well, I guess I could meet you at the bottom. I don't know.
What?
I'm just kind of taking a look down this way.
Okay.
What are these? These are not, what are these leaves? These strappy leaves here.
The taller ones are crinum lilies.
Crinum lilies.
Also from southern Africa.
Okay, I guess we should go down the stairs. Oh, there's one of the red ones. Hot lips.
Red and white?
Yep. Got one hot lips. It's just not in bloom right now, huh? And I see something down there. Is that the butterfly bush or something it's called? Not buddleia, but the pink one down there.
I don't know.
Purpley.
Leucophilas, the pale-leaved ones.
Leucophylla means pale leaf.
Uh-huh. Phila means leaf. What?
What's you do?
I'll get you a new one.
It's okay. I can zoom in on it here.
You have to rub it and sniff it.
That's not bad. I don't really like the scent of white sage. It's too strong for me.
Yeah. Well, this is a
I think I have one of these.
purple sage, a variety of purple sage.
Not the Clevelandia? No, because
I
that
don't
has
think
more
so.
green leaves.
Right. The black sage has darker green leaves, and the purple sage has the light leaves.
Okay.
But not the, and then the white sage has chalky white leaves. These are kind of like fuzzy white leaves. This is epidendrum, not protea, but they're related.
Oh, epidendrum.
And we're letting this
Oak grow?
Yeah, we're letting it grow because we want more shade in the front patio in the morning. And this is Corea, and it's a volunteer, and we're letting it grow.
That has white flowers, right?
Has white tubular flowers, right? One is called Australian fuchsia.
Okay.
This is a coast live oak we let grow. This is a big ceanothus. It has beautiful blue blooms.
What are these lilies in here? What are these strappy
Oh,
things?
these are, here's the flower.
Oh, okay. I think I might have tried one of these. I don't know that it's
This
doing well in my yard.
is, it's an Australian plant, and it has blue bead-like fruits that are really pretty. And it's called, common name is flax lily.
Okay. I think that variegated one back there is a variegated flax lily.
You know, I think you're right, in the backyard.
Yeah.
Next to, that I was saying was,
Yeah.
it looks a lot like the agapanthus.
What's that white variegated one back there? Green and white.
Oh, that's spider plant.
Oh,
We put that there and it's spread all over, which is
yeah,
good.
They do.
Because the slope, you know, it's hard to get to. You don't want to weed or trim it. And sometime I'll find out, I'll remember the name of this flax lily.
Look at this persimmon this year. Finally. Fruits.
Last year it had none. This year it has a ton.
Wow.
This is a Fuyu persimmon.
Yeah, I have a couple of these. The leaves are so lime green on mine though, and I don't know
it's
why.
nice to have. Well, I think they are when they come out in the spring. Mine just turned a darker green now, but they were this kind of light lime green. Here you can see the remnants of the flower.
Yep.
Careful.
Okay, I got my cane.
There's some bloom on the Laura petalum.
Oof. Blooms on the Laura petalum. They're also, what are they called? Umbrella flower or something?
Fringe flower.
Fringe flower. That's it.
Ash
I like the dark leaves. Yeah, there's ash on a lot.
Yeah, I like the variegation. We have mostly leaves here, not so many flowers, so it's nice to have some variegation in the color from the, you know, the pale sage and the lime green.
That's a nice little plop of orange there. Pop of orange. Plop.
I don't know how that got there, but we're happy.
Things.
More Corea Australian fuchsia behind it.
Here. The blue flax lily. And this is a prostrate ceanothus.
Yes. Tasmanian flax lily is a common name.
Tasmanian flax lily.
This is a prostrate ceanothus.
This is an interesting plant. What's this one? Right here with the blue and the white.
I don't know what that is.
That's,
Is that interesting?
you rarely don't know what things are.
I know. Been trying to figure it out since they put it in.
It's got these blue balls and then they turn into white poofs. It's interesting. This is a canyon sunflower back here. Ceanothus, canyon sunflower.
Canyon sunflower at the end of its bloom.
Yep.
Here's some
This looks like a
island
red salvia.
snapdragon.
Island snapdragon.
He's cutting, my gardener cuts it too much. It's supposed to, he's cutting off the blooms all the time.
More heuchera. Flax. That's Agara.
Right. I noticed Laurie and BJ are growing quite a bit of this in the ground in Salt Lake City.
Looks like an older plant though. What are all these? What's this down here? Now that's snowberry. That's not what I have.
Right.
I don't have that. I think I've identified what I have, and it's
No, you have some understory.
honeysuckle.
Plant. Honeysuckle, that could be.
It's just a really pretty mixture of colors and textures. This way. That's a white ceanothus. Oh no, that isn't. What is this? I see that it looked like kind of like a ceanothus from far away.
Philadelphus.
Philadelphus.
Yeah, mock orange. Does it smell like mock orange to you?
That's quite different from my mock orange.
Maybe it's not mock orange.
Nope, smells like orange.
Maybe. This is more of the Catalina currant.
Okay.
Viburnifolium. And this is one that's recommended for growing under oaks.
Cool.
With our foggy time, we have the honeydew dripping from aphids eating things, and then with the mold growing on it. So they say just hose it off. And
Yeah.
I find it still is very sticky.
So what's the purple one back there?
Polygala.
Polygala. Cool.
This is buddleia. Needs to be cut back.
And then I see a currant back in there.
Yes, there's a pink flowering currant back there. At the
More,
bottom of the
yep, pink flowering currant. And more oak leaf hydrangeas. And here's
And
the
I
trefoilias.
keep growing the seeds from the impatiens here.
Okay. So the bigger leafed ones back in there,
The taller ones are the crinum lilies.
is that also the naked lady?
No,
Or are those all gone?
no. The naked lady, the flowers will come in the summer. The leaves have gone for now. They're all
okay.
scattered in here.
Okay.
So let's to have some pink flowers.
That's
in
an
the summer.
interesting fern.
Now this one is it's called leather fern. It's a native fern. It's a
It's thick.
This is one of our native ferns, polypody ferns. That one with the pointy leaves is California polypody, and it goes deciduous in the summer. This is leather fern. It's a relative. It's in the same genus, and it's evergreen.
And a mint here.
Wood mint.
Wood
Stachys
mint.
bullata.
Stachys bullata.
Bullata. And the pointy leaf one that's starting to turn brown, that's our California polypody.
Okay.
And Spetsai rhizomes. It's been growing slowly for years. It goes deciduous in the summer. And they say don't try to water it and keep it going. Just let it do its thing.
This almost looks like, I have a bunch of these, I think. It has a white
I think
flower.
this is a daffodil or something. Not
No,
a daffodil,
it's
gladiolus.
No, I think it's Adisathera. Acidothera? Anyway, orchid lily, I think it's called. More of these
I have
oak leaves.
One rosemary that's out of place, but I use it for cooking.
One rosemary back in there. And there was a dogwood here forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, we had 3 dogwoods, and during one of our long droughts, they died. They were so beautiful. I like the white dogwood. The bracts are white, and next to the ceanothus, I thought was beautiful.
This
This hedge
is
is a kind of coffee berry. Actually blooming right now.
kind of unremarkable flowers, but they do
Yeah,
bring a
they're
little
not very
light.
small, and you don't see them. The berries of this are not edible by humans, but
Birds
wildlife
love
eat them.
Okay.
The ground cover ceanothus, not particularly happy.
Is that what's that one? The blue in there. That. Some sort of a sage?
I think it is some kind. Look at the blue flowers.
Yeah.
Salvia of some sort. It really needs sun.
These oak trees weren't even here.
That's right. I put some acorns in the ground around 2000.
2000, so 24-year-old oaks here. I love this fountain. It's just a nice sound.
Now this is the fountain. The crows really love this fountain.
Ah,
Don't walk in here, but this is a Nevins barberry. And the native plant gardeners, landscape people, I had put this in. For some reason they thought it would grow under oaks. It doesn't do much. It's here, but you can't say much more than that. And this is a Westringia.
Okay.
variegated Westringia.
I'm gonna look at this one because I can't get over to that one.
Yeah, and our beds are treacherous because of buried gopher baskets.
Beautiful. And that's another kind of,
This is a gooseberry,
gooseberry, not a,
called bitter gooseberry, Ribes amarum, native.
that's a pittosporum seedling. Birds drop them. I could use that.
They bloom about March. They're very fragrant. Then they have these sticky seeds.
Yeah. So it's a variegated pittosporum. Looked terrible.
It was horrible, and I cut it back pretty harsh, and thought, everything got such a big drink.
Now,
This is our rain garden, or our dry stream bed.
It needs to be dug out because it's all silted in.
there's a pink lily back in there. Now, what is that? Is that the one?
Lily.
They're
What?
all over the place. You can see them all through the furniture.
So that's the one that's over there also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the,
We had more of these crinum lilies. You can see them
Crinum.
kind of engulfed in the sword fern. The sun can read the note.
look at this. This is a remnant. Look at the little,
Give that to somebody.
the little man.
To Caroline.
Yep.
This is Pittosporum tenuifolium. It's grown into a tall hedge. We wanted some screen from the street.
This is a, what,
This native
pyracantha?
brush is, this is the
Right.
pyracantha.
It's a
It's
volunteer.
volunteer. All our pyracanthas are volunteers. And the birds love them. And this year we had a whole flock of cedar waxwings come and spend
was
about
so
10 days
cool.
here.
It was so cool.
They'd
Wow.
they'd gorge themselves and they'd fly up into the oak trees, and you wouldn't see them at all. They'd just be so camouflaged. So we think it's a good habitat. It's not a native, but we think it's a good habitat tree,
Cool.
plant, shrub.
Clavia, 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 clavia. I remember when this tree fell over.
Yeah. There's a volunteer California bay that I need to go pick some leaves from and dry.
Yeah, bays are delicious smelling. It's kind of a cool little vignette down in here.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like the wisteria is still there. There's a wisteria
is still
over there.
Right. And this is an oak that fell over about 25, 30 years ago.
Yep. Now it's horizontal.
Still going.
Still going. They're
So we think
tenacious.
habitat, and oaks are one of the best.
I see that your spice bushes are finally blooming, but let's go this way. So more
Volunteer
sage.
salvia. This is an Arizona. This is salvia microphylla. And it's native to Arizona and Sonoran desert regions. And it has been spreading itself.
A little bit of geranium. I have a bunch of these now from you.
You do.
I keep
the-
looking at
The
Agapanth, amaryllis.
Alstroemeria.
Alstroemeria. Good lord, Alstroemeria, but it's prohibitively expensive to buy it.
Huh.
But
Our
maybe
neighbor
'cause it
gave us
spreads.
this.
Now, what is this one?
This.
Oh, it has Alstroemeria growing through it.
Right.
It's
It's
like,
a citrus.
What? Citrus.
It's a citrus of some sort.
This
And
is
this
spiky.
is Nevins barberry again.
Oh, okay. So this is what it would do in the sun.
Yeah.
And are these invasive?
Well, it can spread through these fruits. The birds eat the fruits and drop the seeds, so yes, but it's a California native rare plant, so we don't mind. This is a lime. Here's a blue flower. And this is sometimes called a kaffir lime,
Oh, okay.
Kaffir. And the leaves themselves are fragrant and they're used in Thai food.
It has like a double leaf.
Yes, right.
So the leaf is not just one. It's like
You can smell how fragrant it is.
Hmm.
So you maybe
yeah.
put it in your curries and your
Interesting. That's I really
peanut saute sauces.
never noticed that leaf before.
The lo-
Okay, and then this
Here's
is
our island snapdragon. This is its flower.
cool. Now that looks a lot like a sage, like a salvia.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah.
You have to compare them really closely to tell the difference.
Rogers red grapes.
Right?
Mine are
Definitely
going
red in the fall.
crazy right now. They've kind of taken over.
This
More
is a beer
barberry.
slime. Poor thing. It needs some iron. It's yellow. This really nice thin-skinned limes with plenty of fruit. So very rewarding. Lots of barberries. The barberries are edible by humans, but we leave them mostly to the birds and other critters.
You gave me some of this. I
Kind
think
of
geranium.
Or actually, things are scented, but I don't really appreciate it with this one.
Another.
If you tear this, has kind of a nice scent. Another
Red
bud.
bud. All I can smell is lime because I'm holding that lime leaf. And then Catalina cherry. That's a
volunteer.
pittosporum coming over from somebody else.
Yes, the neighbor's pittosporum.
Giant oak trees. Ouch.
These can come light in the shop, but we have to wait until September when the birds are done nesting. What you're hearing is the buzz buzz. That's the Buick's wren.
Ah,
They are at least one pair, maybe two, nesting near here.
cool. This is the
It's a native
ironwood.
Catalina, no, Santa Cruz Island ironwood.
Santa Cruz Island ironwood. I have a couple. Is this what I planted? It has big white bracts of flower. So I have a couple of
In
these.
the rose family.
Rose family.
And we've noticed, look at the peeling bark. We've noticed that when it's nesting time, the birds are coming here and pulling off the bark and using it in their nests.
That makes sense.
So it's a good habitat tree again.
Cool. More of the currant.
And the Catalina currant.
And then
We're putting some of the elephant ears back here. That's a little ugly. We're going to probably move that one. But...
I see some yarrow. Little.
oh yeah, some volunteer yarrow.
And then this is really cool. The fiddle of this. Oh,
Be careful. This is where I tripped over the gopher basket and hit my head and had a concussion.
Huh.
So,
just trying to get the fiddle leaf. Okay, but I want to see the spice bush.
spice bush. Oh yes. Now that takes several years of growing before it.
Yeah, look at it. It's huge.
Yeah. It will form
And
a
it
thicket if you
disappears
let it.
almost completely when in the winter.
It's deciduous. It's a good time to cut it back.
And it's supposed to smell good.
It yeah, has fragrant, and the leaves are a little fragrant
I don't smell anything.
if you tear them.
Okay, well, I'll let you tear
This is in the group called Magnoliates. A subgroup called the Woody Magnoliates. The Magnoliates are
Okay.
they're in a transition phase between the monocots and dicots. That is Japanese anemone.
Okay. I have some of that.
It was planted here many decades ago, and this year with all the rain, it's finally done well.
I see one, so another ceanothus. What is this one I see here? Bougainvillea, not a bougainvillea. Oh my gosh, help me. Begonia.
Begonia.
I was close.
So
Podocane type begonia.
your mom started this from
Started that
nurturing
from
that.
seed?
not
No, from
just
a cutting.
Oh, okay.
and that's some of my compost
Tomatoes.
as a tomato.
Yeah, we have a lot of compost tomatoes too. So these she just gave me a bunch of for begonia. They're just in leaf form right now. That one's beautiful. I think I have some of this on my front porch.
Yeah.
The kids used to like to pull the-
Yeah, they tortured it.
Tortured it. Here's the flowers of the
Oh yeah, look at that.
donkey something, donkey tail. Hard to see, there we go.
I'll tell her you're gonna go to the greenhouse.
This is some kind of a lily.
Careful, it's pretty sharp.
Yeah, maybe it's not a lily. Another monstera. Monstera. That's a funny fruit. I haven't seen that. There's the greenhouse. Greenhouse. All her little starts. Uh-oh, doggy, no.